everybody, it's Christine, and it is the last day of the month, so you know what that means. It's a layout share. So let me work my way through these layouts. I have 20, oh shoot, y'all, it's 22 or 23. I did not get as many as last month. Technically, I have a few more done, but they're actually for future videos coming for other projects, and I don't want to show those. So there's a couple in here that I have videos for, but they're like personal process videos, and I'm okay to show you those. But the other ones are like collaborative type things, so I don't want to show those until the time. So I'll just show you the ones I've got today that I can show and all the good things. Most of these have process videos, not all of them. So the first one is this little layout with my daughter's cups. I believe this was a hip kit. Again, most of these, I'll tell you guys again, I've got them on Instagram, and I typically will tell you the paper collection, and on the process video, I always tell you the paper collection. So this is a hip kit club with my daughter. This is a cute chipboard title. I did do buttons. That was kind of a throwback to a previous style, I guess, back in the day where buttons were used quite frequently. I did do some mixed media and then just kind of some random fun things. So that's a cute little layout there. This is using the new Cocoa Vanilla No Limits collection, and I just loved it. This was actually a catch-up layout from 30 Days of Sketches, I believe, because I think these were, as I recall, I believe they were actually hexagons, and I had to go a little different route. But I like how this turned out. It was circles, and then I did a little score here, and then I folded some and all that, and tucked stuff in. I love all the dimension, if I'm honest. I've got little chipboard pieces, some more little chipboard pieces. I'd used a lot of foam tape. This one was really fun. I love my little tickets here. Really cute. This is from Jen Hadfield's Reaching Out, I think, mostly. With a little bit of, oh, y'all, again, you have to go check out the Instagram post. This is my daughter. It was a modeling photo shoot. A lot of mixed media on here with the gold. I thought that was really pretty with that gold. Some flowers, butterfly. There's a little bit of wood grain I fit in there. I was kind of happy with that. Tuck things in. Really love all the dimension on this one. Little bee here. Love this little cluster. I think this was from it's a sketch of some kind. I just don't remember. So again, you have to go check that out. This was Mente papers, and I know this was I believe this is one of my Scrapbook craft afternoons, because I kind of remember the tags and things. I did add little string to the tags. I made my own little hole protectors, if you want to call it that. The picture was my daughter behind the scenes at a Hot Topic modeling shoot a few years back. And I was actually pretty pleased. I used some mixed media here with some, I think I used sponges or something. I don't even remember now, y'all. How crazy is this? This is the first part of the month, though, right? So I've slept a long time since then, and I thought this was really neat. I remember the title being long on the inspiration. This is, I was really proud of this one. This was also, I think this was a Scrapbook craft afternoon also. And this is a Echo Park collection, and I had pulled out these beads. I have not used beads, these little beads, in 100 years. I think they're generally meant for like shaker pockets, but I decided to put them in the middle of my flowers. This was a Heartfelt Creations die and stamp and dies, and I used my Copics to color them, and I hadn't pulled my Copics out in a while. So this layout was kind of fun because I pulled out things I had not used in a really long time. And that's just me with my own little selfie photo shoot there, having a good time. And the title is, I guess, basically this Live Simply, but there's a couple little spots you could kind of call a title. This one here is a Stash Buster. I believe this is also, I think this is an old Jen Hadfield collection as well. Sorry, I don't remember the name, but it has, it had these, is a paper pad, I know that. And I did drag out some, this stuff here was from I have a big, y'all, my next video I think I'm going to record is actually a scrap room tour, because I have a little canvas box with, I have all these little jewel things in it. And then I used my circle die to cut these things. And then I did just do lots of little dimensional things here. This is actually charcuterie table or a little charcuterie I made for a party that the church ladies came to. So that was pretty fun. And this paper here, I don't know if you could tell, it's actually embossed. There's like a texture on it. So it's really neat. It's got a cool texture to it. This is a 2-pager. So this was actually, again, one of those catch-ups from 30 Days of Sketches. This I actually used a pen. Can you guys see that? Let me check real quick. Yes, you can. Good. a pen to create the circles, and y'all, I think I need to glue that down better. And then I drew that, I cut that circle, but I had drawn pen with there, and then of course there's I used the star dies. This one I kind of held on to because I didn't have any star dies and it called for it in the sketch, and I bought myself these dies just for this layout, although I'll use star dies, you know, in the future, of course. But this was from a King Tut exhibit way back when, back in 2009, y'all. So that's nice when you keep your tickets, got your dates on it. So that was a fun little layout. This one is from my Bow Bunny Stash Bash. I have so much Bow Bunny, and again, I'll show y'all on my scrap room tour. And I did not get these papers, y'all, and I know that sounds sinful, but I have so much of it, I need to use it. But I really liked how this turned out. I thought it was so pretty. My daughter it was a picture with a little Snapchat filled with flowers on it, so I thought it looked really pretty. Title's My Love Isn't She Lovely? And I loved how I was able to use some of these little chipboard pieces, so I was really happy with that too. I have a process video on that one. This one is, again, it was a scrap lift, Crafternoon, I believe, and had my little peekaboos here, mixed media. I was really kind of impressed with myself on that, although technically I stole her technique, so I'm not sure why I was impressed with myself. But this is from Vicki Boutin and Fernwood, I believe, and it kind of went really well with these outdoor photos. I love this. Have these little chipboard pieces here, again, little texture from the twine on the tags. And then this right here actually comes out, and I've journaled inside that card. So I was really pleased with this one. This is from a Scrap Room Flavors of the Month. And again, I put the name of the collection on the video and on the, I think on the Instagram. Yeah, just like this torn piece here, these torn pieces. I had a good time. It has this little chipboard heart. This little face is adorable. It's my hubby making a tea. I was kind of impressed with myself. These are some really old jelly bean soup sequins here, and I just thought that was cute. Turned out really cute. I used a textured cardstock, so the stamp turned out kind of different. I thought that looked neat. This is from the Dad collection. It was a Bella Boulevard collection, but I did pull in some Vicki Boutin because the colors went pretty well. And then I had an old Hip Kit fall collection. The title went pretty cute. So all these colors went really well. I was really pleased with these. This heart paper was tricky to use. I used it on something else. I think it was a little intense, but I think it worked really well on this one. A couple of chipboard pieces here. Thought this turned out really cute. It's a grid, obviously. This one is my granny. I had a big photo, so I hardly ever use big photos. I did use photo corners so that I wasn't gluing directly on the photo, and these right here are also not glued directly to the photo, so for whatever reason I ever need to take it out, I can. But this collection was a K & Company collection, and I only bought the paper, so I had to get into my stash for little pieces of ephemera and things to use with it. And these are from Adorn It, which I do not know if that company's still open anymore, but that's where I got these pieces of little ephemeras and stuff. But I thought it went really well. This paper reminded me of a real vintage look, which my granny, of course, is vintage. She was born in 1899, y'all. She was a stunner. Looker. She got multiple proposals when she was young. And she didn't get married until she was like 21, and they considered her a bit of an old maid, but that was by choice. She was perfectly happy not being married. This is the same collection, vintagey, but then this is my daughter. It's just a school photo. But I did the same thing. I had these Adorn It pieces, and I was kind of pleased with this, honestly. I thought this turned out really cute. Had to get in my stash, but I thought the blue went really well, and the green. This is stash, and that's, you know, all I had was these papers here was really all I had left, and I was trying to use that collection up. Then this was a Scrap Room Flavors of the Month, and I just had these few little pieces of ephemera. This actually came from a different collection, but it was kind of cutesy and random. And I had seen the technique for this curling of this paper on She's Crafty's YouTube channel, and I just had to try it. So I was pleased. These are branding strips, and then I just used a pen to do around the outside of this. Turned out really cute. I love kind of the random, fun little pieces here because she just looks kind of sassy. This here was Mom Day, I think it was, from Bella Boulevard. Again, trying to kill some collections here. And I was down to the best little bits. I thought this turned out really cute. All the girls they look like little, I got these pineapples on here, and I talk about in the video how they all just look so different, all very colorful and pretty. So I've got pretty memories here. I really enjoyed this. Got my little party thing. This was stash busting in a sense because I only really had the papers, and so I had to pull out a bunch of little stash pieces to work with it. But I was kind of pleased with how all these colors went together. And the gold accents, which really cute. This was a Scrapbook Crafternoon, and this was completely outside my comfort zone, y'all. These colors are very bright. I don't typically I do mixed media, obviously, but it's usually, I don't know. This is just, I just struggled initially with like, okay, how am I say that. The scrapbooks was really inspirational, so I was able to kind of, do it, but it was just so different for me. But I really enjoyed how it turned out because it really kind of ties back into the whole crop, and it's just fun and bright, and I thought it worked really well, and I was able to use some of an older collection from like a scrapbook, theme. So I thought this turned out really cute. This is, Photo Play. It's Photo Play, Friendship Through the Years. This is me and my good friend. We had gone to a little happy hour together, and I really wanted to use all these scraps up. And I mean, y'all, I just went crazy with the scraps. I kind of went vertical like this, and then I came horizontal like this, and I really just used all the scraps, y'all. There's a doily back there. I did use the Nuvo drops, and I don't know if you can tell, but I did manage to squish one of them. But you know what? I probably shouldn't have told you because you might not have noticed. But it turned out really cute. I was happy with this one too. Lots and lots of layers on this. Lots and lots of layers. But I just love how it turned out. This was a scrap lift. I was, again, trying to make my way through some of this pattern paper from this Jen Hadfield stuff. And I also pulled out some stash, this Family Forever, and this right here. This came from some stash stuff. And I just loved it because it was just a cute little small picture, but I did like this triangle. That was kind of the reason I got it, because I had this little 2x2 sheet that I wanted to use some of these pieces. So I really like that. And then I did not gut this back piece, which again, I know, gasp, but I was trying to make my way through this collection. I do love how this diagonal stripe, though, kind of worked with this triangle. I just really enjoyed this layout, and it turned out really cute. Again, this is your Cocoa Vanilla. This is my hubby. It's a little vintage photo. I love this layout. I love this collection, y'all. I really do. This is just, I don't know if you want to call it me, but it kind of is me. It's kind of, you think maybe boy related, but I've used this for several different layouts, not all boy related. And in fact, I think this is the first time it was a boy by himself. This is my husband, of course. But I really liked how I was able to, drop in the little rockets, and I got the Be Yourself, and I just thought this turned out cute. I do love the little enamel shapes that come with this collection. There's so many, and they're different little sizes and shapes, and they're shiny. I just love them. This turned out really cute. Couple of layers here, and then my little frames. This was cute. I loved it. This is, I want to say this might have been a paper issue sketch. I don't know, y'all. You'll have to check it. This might even, I'm not even sure I've got this on, I'm sorry. I don't know if I've even put this on Instagram. I want to say I have, though. I don't know. You'll have to check it out. These are called rhombuses, by the way. They're triangles that are like, top to bottom or whatever. And I had to go on YouTube and find out how to make a dadgum rhombus. And I was really proud of myself. And initially, when I started working with the patterns, I got a little bit scared because I thought, oh gosh, I don't know if they're really going together, the way I'm putting them together. But when I used the purple ink, it really tied it back, and I loved how it turned out. I did have some enamel dots on here. I used ink with a little stencil here. I love this little rubbery font. This is a Hip Kit collection, by the way, for March, I believe. March 2022. And so it went perfectly with my little Easter basket pictures. My daughter's 23, but she still wanted her an Easter basket. And then I do have a little bit of Simply Gilded washi tape back there because it is shiny. It's got a little sass to it. So I enjoyed that one. This one, I don't know if you've seen the process video yet. It comes out tomorrow. I'll probably post this video on the same day this one comes out. Or maybe I'll do it on Monday. We'll see. If you haven't seen it, you can go check it out within the day or so. I end up using the Stampendous. It was called Encrustables or something. I hadn't used this in forever and ever, but basically use embossing Versamark, and then you put your powders and stuff on it, and it's an embossing thing, but there's lots of like metal. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really textured, and just tons of texture on this one in dimension. I just put lots of little pieces in, and there's the flowers that I dry embossed. Tons of stuff going on. I did have to use glossy accents to put most of these things down because this stuff is a little bit hard to get your glue to stick to. Really fun layout. I enjoy that. That's me and my daughter with a Snapchat filter on, by the way. It is just so cute. And then this one's the one I just did recently. And again, if you've not seen the video, you'll see it soon. This was a Hip Kit January Kaleidoscope was the name of the collection. Really cute. I hoarded this paper. This is the very last sheet of the entire collection that I used because I loved it so much. And I was like, I do not want to use it wrongly. And I'm really proud with how this came out. So I actually cut these curves, and then I used my knife, my little X-Acto knife, to cut out this little starburst, or cut the edges out so that it went over the picture. I was really happy with this. And then tons of just little pieces, you know, filling in for the interest on the clusters. And that is it, y'all. The rest of the ones I made this month, I can't show you yet because they're for, like I said, collaborations. But still, yet another nice monthly production. I'm kind of in trouble because I probably need about 6 scrapbooks to put all my layouts I've done in the last several months. And I'm kind of holding off doing it because the ones I buy are kind of pricey. So I've got a ginormous stack. Anyways, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.